This is going to drive you crazy right here. What's up, everybody? How are you? All right, can we hear? Everybody hear me today? Hang on. There we go. All right, welcome back to session number 3.3, our third session of session 3. We're supposed to get session 4 today, but we're not going to do it. So, all right, I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Where did Keela go?
Right here. She's right there helping. Can I see your dot?
What? I didn't see the black dot. Will you let me know if they can? Will you let me know if they can hear me online?
Chad, on the audio, we've got this delay, and then there's like an extra.
You got to close Google Chrome. Yeah, hit the window button. Hit the window button. Go to Chrome. No, not a new window. You got to close the one that's already open. So go here. Go here. Okay. Well, what? Something's open. Can you still hear too?
Yeah.
Okay. Right click this. Okay, and then just close all windows. There you go. Is that better? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Oh, turn it off. Turn this off here. Turn that off. There you go. Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. Welcome. Okay. I can't. There we go. All right, you guys ready to learn? Okay, if you guys are online, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. We're going to hit it hard for 1 hour tonight. That's it. We got 1 hour. I'm going to let you guys go an hour early. The reason is because I want you guys getting cranking on your homework, because tonight I'm going to give you guys a responsibility of writing out in detail your opportunity script, which we're going to get into in just a minute. But I realized, as I was talking with someone earlier, I missed out on a massive point when I was talking with you guys about silly math that I think I owe it to you to go back and re-hit that. So I'm going to go back to silly math real quick, okay? You guys remember what silly math is, right?
Yes.
We said last night silly math is the ability to show your potential client the ROI they can get with your product. Therefore, it becomes silly for them to say no. But I missed a huge thing. So I'm going to just come up here, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to write this thing here. I'm going to go back to silly math, okay? Now, the thing with this is, I think this is actually so small that you can't see it, because that should be, yeah, see 30, 45, 60, and 100. This is how big it should be right there, okay? So let's go to silly math, and let's go back and revisit that, because you guys are going to want, that's what it's supposed to look like. You guys are going to want to see this, okay? Okay. Silly math, last night, we're going to revisit this. We said that we want to first and foremost be able to help them figure out an ROI. The piece that I forgot was this one, okay? You've got to come down and you have to understand what's called the AVCC. Now, what is the AVCC? AVCC is the average value of a client's client, okay? The average value of your client's client, okay? So when you're doing this, okay, your client is who you're trying to sell, right? But at the end of the day, your client only makes money if they sell that person, right? So what you need to do is you need to find out what is the average value of your client's client, okay? So let's say you're working with a dentist, okay? How does he find the average value? Well, it's really simple. What you do is you take total revenue, okay? You come over here and you take total revenue. So let's say that the total, let's make this up. Let's say that total revenue for 12 months was $1 million, okay? You divide that by total clients. And it equals AVCC. C. So if he had 1,000 clients over the course of 12 months, okay, if the dentist had 1,000 clients, what's the average value for a client's client? So all you got to do is you just open up The Only Woman That Listens to Me and you go, what's $1 million divided by 1,000?
Okay, I found this.
And it's 1,000, okay? So you would just come here, and so you know then that the average value of a client for that guy or that girl is 1K, right? Does that make sense? You have to know this number. The reason is because it's really difficult for you to show them how you can help them grow their bottom line if you don't know the average value of a client, right? So what you know is if this number right here is 1,000 or more, you can charge a lot of money to that particular client if it's $1,000 or more. If the average client for your client is like 29 bucks or 59 bucks, that's going to be very difficult for you to go and sell them a $30,000 coaching package. The reason is because they're going to have to sell so many products, right? So what I like to do, my ideal clients, we try to get this average value of a client. I hope that, you know, it's 5K. The reason is because I can come in here and I can show them the math that basically says, listen, if I give you a process, if I'm going to sell them a $25,000 coaching package, how many clients do they need to get before they break even? 5, right? And that's my number. What I want in a perfect world is them to be able to break even with 5 to 7 clients, okay? If they can break even, if they get 5 to 7 clients, then we're in pretty good shape, okay? Does that make sense? If they've got to get 30 clients in order for them to break even, that's a hard deal, right? It's a hard deal. But if I can help them get 5 to 7 clients, and then I can help them close, you know, between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 leads, well, then it's pretty simple, because all I know, I just got to get them 15 leads for them to get 5 clients. And that's pretty easy to do. Does that make sense? And so I want when I'm doing silly math with them, and I got to know the average value of a client's client. I do the formula of total revenue divided by total clients equals the average value. I want that number hopefully to be around 5K. Okay? 5K, it makes this job really easy. If it's less than 5K, it makes it a little bit difficult, but it's really hard if the average client is under 1,000. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, because it's hard to sell high ticket. Okay, at that level. At that level, I'm going to probably pitch them to another program. They're going to get in my Training 14. They're going to get in my Launch Accelerator. It'd be really hard for me to sell them, hey, give me $36,000 in Cavu, and when we get you 388 clients, you'll break even. They're like, oh, well, I only had 52 clients last year, right? See, it doesn't work. Does that make sense? Okay, so just take a second and just guesstimate. If you had to guesstimate, what is the average value of your client's client? What do you think it would be? Okay, just guesstimate that, okay? So we're going to just start here. Ross, what do you think?
My client's client? Well, mine are kind of all over the board, but I need their client to be about the same materials, like 3,000 to 5,000.
Right. And so you got to do that work. You got to do the math. So let me show you how I do that math, okay? So when I get on the phone with you, let's say I'm talking with Ross. Say, hey, Ross, how are you? Good. Hey, let's just jump in. You may notice I ask this question often, okay? And this is the way I backdoor my way into getting this number. I say, hey, Ross, let's set some goals. Like, how much money do you want to make in the next 12 months? Okay, Ross, how much money do you want to make in the next 12 months?
Next 12 months.
Ross.
In the next 12
Or Ross. Ross.
Yeah, we're confused. I want to make $1 million.
$1 million, okay. So Roz, if you want to make $1 million, how much money did you make watch this, how much money did you make the last 12 months? 60,000, okay, wow, okay. With that $60,000, how many clients did you have? Roughly how many clients did you serve?
4.
4, okay. So what does that tell me? I can take 60,000, divide that by 4, right? So that tells me that's roughly what, 12,500 or 15,000? Okay, it's 15. Your clients are worth 15,000. Okay. So the average value. So she's an easy, she's an easy sell. The average value of a client for her is how much? $15,000. If I'm going to charge her $25K, how many clients does she have to break even? 1.5, right? Okay. I'm going to be the worst salesperson in the world if I can't convince her that we can get her 1.5 clients relatively soon. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then everything else is gravy on top of it, right? So that's how I backdoor my way into finding out the AVCC. How much money do you want to make next year? Okay, cool. How much money did you make last year? Oh, awesome. How many clients did you serve in order to make that money? Oh, 7? Okay, great, great. And I do the little internal math, and bam, I got the AVCC. Does that make sense? Okay, are you with me? Just a quick little way to do it. So I need to, that's not what I wanted to teach in the session, but I needed to jump in here and show you this because I missed that out yesterday. Those of you guys online, let me know if you guys love that. Give me some love and say, wow. Okay? Tell me what the AVCC is of your client. Anybody have an AVCC under 1,000? Under yours? What do you sell?
More restaurants.
You sell restaurants. Yeah, okay.
So it's about volume versus...
It's about volume. Right. Okay. So there's a video that Gary Vee and his partner put out that's really, really good that talks about the power of 4. Have you ever heard this? Like the actual, like if they can get somebody to come back and visit 4 times. So what you need to do is you need to do the math and say, if we can get you a loyal customer, what is a loyal customer worth to you every year? Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's how we sell our stuff.
Right. So how much the AVCC for them for a loyal customer?
It's once we get them in the 4th time, we create a long-term customer. So if that customer comes in another 12 more times a year, is the actual value of that customer. So, and then if they bring anybody with them, we can kind of predict that as well.
Okay, so you need to do the math for them.
We do.
Okay, so what is it?
So we take the average, what their average ticket is, let's say it's $60, and if we get that person to come in another 12 times a year, it's going to be $720.
So, right. So every time a new person walks in the door, if you do your job right, it could add $700 to your bottom line. Right. So the average value for you is $700. Right. Now the nice thing is you have a lot of volume. Right. So what do you charge them a month? $2,500?
Right around there, yeah.
15 to $2,500 a month. So you're asking them for $18,000 to $30,000 depending on the package. So 18 to 30,000. The nice thing is at 18,000, how many new customers do you have to get them in order to break even?
Right.
Okay. Well, that's the question.
So 1,500. What we do is we do the LTV of that. So if we bring 500 new people into our program each month and we get like a 22% retention, then we can actually track sales on that and show them their ROI each month.
Right.
So it's not about today, it's about 8 months from now when they got 10,000 people in the program.
Yeah.
They're not spending thousands of dollars in advertising.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But how do you get them in the beginning?
We have shown case studies.
Okay. No, but you're still going to have to do silly math with them.
Correct, yes.
Right.
We show them exactly what we've done for our other clients.
Yeah.
And then we take an evaluation of their current average check and volume for what they're currently doing, and then actually see how many people they already have in their database. If they have 0, then we just build that over time, and we are one of the few companies who can actually show them ROI each month.
Each month,
We
yeah.
can track every person that comes into that restaurant, how much that is to them.
Yeah, because you guys have a trackable program, right? Yeah. And you're working with Melissa, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, she's a rock star. Love her. Today's her birthday. Yeah. 40, right?
Yep.
Big 40.
We just had our photo shoot 2 days ago.
I know, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was crazy. She had these big old hunks of men hanging out with her. Yeah, she invited me down to do it, and I was like, I'm joking. Yeah, with a little bow tie. Yeah. What'd you say?
You have people online for answer.
What are they saying? I'll get right to you, Renee.
Sonia said her ABCC would be 24,000.
Nice.
And then Carlos says, my clients vary. One has a $1,500 for 6 weeks package, and I helped them create a $35,000 package just yesterday.
Good.
So he says, my possible second client is a real estate agent, and her net commission per sale is $7,000 to $10,000.
Right. Okay, so those are all high ABCCs, right? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
How do you calculate when it's residual and it doesn't end and it can be added?
I just do 12 months.
Add.
I just do 12 months. Yeah. So I just try, it's just easy. I mean, you start getting to 2, 3. Now, let me show you how to do this. That's a great question. Let me show you how to do this with low ticket, where they have a residual. That's a great question. Let me just show you how to do this, because you can do the math as well. So let's say that somebody has a product of $500, okay, just to make it easy. Let's say the ABCC is $500. So what I can say is if we're helping them with lead gen or helping them with the message or whatever we're doing, I use the same thing. So I was like, okay, so like, listen, okay, if your average value is $500 and, we can get you 4 to 5 brand new leads per month, okay, and you can close 1 out of 4, okay, so that's basically 1 new client a month, because that's $500 that they're going to add to their bottom line per month, right? That's not a lot of money, right? So what I do is I'll extrapolate that, okay? I'll just say, gosh, that's $6,000 a year, okay? Guys, listen, in 3 years, that's going to be 18,000 brand new residual dollars to your bottom line. Okay, it's either every month or every year, whatever the residual is, because it's $18,000, right, over the course of the year. So what can I charge at that? I get $1,800 to $3,600, right? So guys, so this is what I would do in like my Tribe 100 program or my Launch Accelerator program, okay, where the numbers are relatively lower, and you can extrapolate over 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Does that make sense? In the higher numbers, I just do a year. The lower numbers, I can go 2, 3, 4, 5, even 5 years to show them the big ROI, if that makes sense. So depending on whether it's residual or whatever, there's still an average. You still have to do the math, okay? If you're going to use silly math, you have to do the math.
Let's just say someone was going into e-commerce and they never did any e-commerce before and potential, I mean, would you do that?
You're not selling them,
potential?
so what you do is you do the same thing. So I know that the internet average for online closes is 1 out of 6. Okay, I know that. I know that with my clients, it's somewhere between 1 out of 2 and 1 out of 3. Okay, so I can go and do those numbers for them, and that's why I always start with 1. I always go 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 6, so they can just see good case, great case, good case, sucky case. That makes sense, but I just try to give that. So, hey, Mr. E-commerce person, let's say you come in here and I can help you build a store, and we can help you build a brand, and let's just say that we do a really good job, we do everything by the book, and we do it, and we sell 10 units a week. Okay, right? And 10 units a week with this much income, blah, 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 this is great, right? But let's say that we're not great. Let's just say we just have an average, and we come down here, we only get 5 units a week. But let's say that you just really suck, and you only sell 2 units a week, right? You want to be able to show all 3 levels, and that bottom unit still needs to have a positive ROI. If it has a positive ROI, do business with them. If it doesn't have a positive ROI, pat them on the back and wish them well. Does that make sense? Because then you're going to lose money, and they're going to lose money, and then they're going to throw you under the bus and make you look terrible. And you always, the customer's always right in reviews. That make sense?
I know.
Right? Okay. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to do what we're going to do today? Give you guys your homework? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, okay? I'm going to save all this right here, and then we'll put it in our little back office here. Then I'm going to erase it so we have it, okay? So we're going to come here. We're going to post to Teams. We're going to give it to my little guys, give it there, and it is in the back office. Ba, 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 ba. Bam, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come here and we're going to clear the board and we're going to get going. Clear canvas. Okay, so what we're going to work on now is we're going to work on the opportunity script. Okay, the opportunity script. Okay, you guys with me? Opportunity script. Opportunity script is the reduction or the shortened version of the 12-step strategic operation process. The way the funnel works is this, okay? So here's how your funnel is going to work, okay? So your funnel is going to look just a little bit like this, okay? So you're going to come here, okay? We're going to come here and we're going to have what's called a lead magnet. Okay? Something pretty simple that's going to get people in the door. Okay? Then it's going to go to a thank you page. Right? A thank you page. Now on this thank you page is going to look a little bit like, let's try this again. This thank you page is going to look a little different than most, okay? So on your thank you page, here's what it's going to look like, okay? Okay? So we're going to have like Oh, shoot. Okay, we're just going to forget that. Okay, so up here we're going to have, gosh. Oh, there we go. Okay, so at the top here, this is going to be really small. You're just basically going to say, hey, you know, thanks for downloading my stuff. Okay, thanks for downloading my stuff. Then up here, you're going to have a big, gigantic headline. Okay, a big, gigantic headline with a box that's a video on it with some sentences and then a big, gigantic button right here that says, click me, right? Or set an appointment, okay? And so what we're going to do, so this is just this, okay? So when they download your lead magnet, they go to the thank you page, you're going to be on screen, you say, hey, thank you so much for downloading my free guide, FYZ. Then you're going to come right out of the gate with a payoff, okay? So you're going to come out with a payoff, and then you're going to go into a script, a 3, 4, 5-minute script, okay, that communicates to the world or to them what they're trying to do, why they're trying to do it, the obstacles, future pace, etc. And you're going to move them all the way to the point where they click a button, they fill out an application, they schedule a call, and they get on the phone with you, okay? So because if you're selling high ticket, 100% of you, if you're selling high ticket, you're going to sell on the phone, okay? You're not going to sell high ticket on a funnel. Does that make sense? You're going to sell it on the phone. So what we want to do is we want a quick way to get them on the phone. So this is where this goes, okay? This is where this goes. So let's come out and let's build this opportunity script, okay? So the opportunity script starts right here with the 4 boxes. Remember the 4 boxes?
Yes.
What's that? What the heck?
Obstacles.
What the heck? What the heck? Okay, let's just do this.
The opposite.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Cross first and then do the script.
Whatever. Okay. So you guys have seen me do it pretty, so you know that, right? Okay. So we start here with payoff, okay? So this is where this is a little bit different than the video script. So we start with the payoff, okay? Then we go what and why. We go obstacles. We go future pace. We go alternative vehicles, okay? Are you with me? Okay. So we've done this before. So your payoff, you should have this down by now. You know, and so it would say, let's say I was doing small event, big profit. So I'd say, you know, how would you like to start your very own event between 12 and 24 people and create 6 figures in a weekend? You know, right? So I'll do that. Hi, then I'll come here. Remember the who? Hi, are you a speaker, pastor, coach, consultant, author, and you're trying to do this, this, this? I'll go what, why, obstacles, future pace, alternative. I'll go right through the stuff, right? Then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go PVP. Okay, so I'm going to go personal value proposition, okay, right here, okay. I'm going to go intro to opportunity, right here. I'll walk you through all this, just hang in there with me. Intro to opportunity. Then I'm going to go payoff, intro to opportunity. I'm having a brain freeze right now, hold on. Personal value proposition, high intro opportunity, right here. Oh, and then you're going to go pathway. Then you're going to go 3 questions. You're going to go invite to opportunity. You're going to go who for, not for, and you're going to go call to action. Okay? So I'll walk you through this. Okay? All right. So this is basically the script for your video. Okay, start to finish, you're looking anywhere between 4 and 10 minutes, okay? Start to finish, okay? So the payoff is whatever your payoff is, you start. You come right out of the gate with that, okay? So that they just downloaded your thing, they go to the video, and bam, okay? They go right here, you hit them with your payoff. How many of you would like, so like if I was doing Kavu, how many of you would like to start your very own 6 or 7 figure high ticket coaching program? Or I could say something like, you know, the quickest way to freedom is for you to start your very own six-figure coaching business. Or I could say something like, you know, online coaching is going to be a $2 trillion industry this next year. What piece of that are you going to have? Or whatever. I'm going to come up with some kind of payoff hook right there at the beginning. Something I can just grab them and bring them in. Okay, with me, right? Or I could say something like, hey, I want to tell you how I went from being a pastor who was broke to creating a multiple $1,000,000 coaching business in just a couple of years, right? Whatever. I'm going to come out of the gate with some kind of hook, some kind of payoff that's pointing them the direction that I want to go, right? Does that make sense? As soon as I say that, then I'm going to switch. I'm going to come here. This is a W. Hey, so if you're a speaker, pastor, coach, consultant, author, I want you to tune me in. Chances are, and then I'll say what you're trying to do. Chances are you're trying to break away from your 9 to 5, trying to do this. Why? The same thing as we talked about it. Then I'm going to come in here with the personal value proposition. Hi, I'm Thibodeaux. I'm a business coach and launch strategist, and I help speakers, pastors, coaches, authors, create, six-figure coaching programs that do this, this, and this, or whatever, right? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce them to the opportunity. Okay. To do that. Okay. And then what I'm going to say is that I'm going to I got to get a little tension in here. Okay? And so what I'm going to say is something like, a few years ago when I was absolutely broke, I was so paralyzed, I was so overwhelmed, I was so frustrated, and then I hired a coach, and that coach helped me do X, Y, Z. In fact, that's exactly why I created Thibodeaux Coaching, or that's exactly why I created Launch Accelerator, or that's exactly why I created this. I'm going to tell them this. Okay, and then with the opportunity, it's just this. It's name, description, outcome. Thibodeaux Coaching is a 12-month live and interactive coaching program designed to help people just like you create 6 and 7-figure online coaching business, whatever, right? So name, description, outcome. The way we do that is a little system that we call the pointer system. Okay. Now, I want you to grab a pencil, piece of paper real quick. So I'm going to walk you through this, and I just give a quick little blurb about my pointer system, okay? Now, let me ask you a question, okay? Now, at this particular point, you have a choice. You don't necessarily have to do pathway right here. You can choose, if you want to replace pathway with proof, okay? Okay? I could say, this is exactly why I created Thibodeaux Coaching. Thibodeaux Coaching is a 12-month live and interactive coaching program designed to help people just like you create 6 and 7-figure business. In fact, let me introduce you to one of my clients, Heather Quizzle. Okay, Heather did this and this and this, and here's what Heather had to say. Play Heather, or talk about Heather. Cree Gentile, she did a branding agency. She made $40,000 to $50,000. She came work with us. In less than 1 year, we got over $100,000. In 2 years, she hit the $250,000 mark in her business. Okay, let me tell you about John Turner. John Turner was a pastor just like me, really struggling. He saw that I was having success, wanted to know how he could have success. I began coaching him. In John's very first year, he did $600,000 in revenue. Right? I could go and I could give proof here if I don't want to give pathway. Okay, this is really up to you. If you have a lot of proof, you should give proof. If you don't have a lot of proof, you should give pathway. Does that make sense? So if your baby's in this and your newbie's in this and you're just sort of starting out, you may not have a lot of proof, so go to pathway, okay? Does that make sense? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it and I'm going to move to my 3 questions, okay? My 3 questions. What are 3 questions? Write these down. These are probably the 3 most powerful questions that you can ask as a salesperson to be able to get people to qualify themselves for your business, okay? So let's just pretend I'm pitching you. Is that okay? God, you guys need to bring some energy. I can't be the most energetic person in the room. I'm an old man. You guys okay? Yeah! There we go. Did somebody mess with the heater again? It doesn't feel cold in here. Okay, listen, nobody touches the remote.
Listen, Linda.
Okay, what?
That's your hot flash. Nobody touched
No, it is. See, you guys we keep turning the AC portion of it off. So it's just a fan.
We're in the cold crowd. Are you? You're cold? Okay. I'm okay right now, but. Yeah, she's got a sweater like that.
He's putting on so much heat, you guys are hot.
Yeah. Hey, we're so close to the fire. We're so close to the fire, girl.
There we go. Okay, hold on. You in line, I'm going to be right to you. We're burning it up in here. We got some hot flashes going on, okay?
I'm fine. No, you said you burn man fire. We're bringing the fire.
You're throwing too many fireballs, buddy.
There we go. Okay. Oh, see, that feels good. See, I can feel it cooling off right now. There we go. All right, so here we go. 3 questions. Pretend I'm selling you guys. So you guys want to be sold? No. But do you want to buy? Yes. Okay. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you in this room would like to create your very own coaching business that generated upwards of 7 figures every single year? How many of you guys would like that? Okay, let me see it. I need to see your hand. How many of you like that? Now keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. Okay. Let me ask you this. Put your hand down and then get ready to raise it again if this applies to you. How many of you, if I could show you how to create a 6 and 7 figure business, and you believe that you could get those results, how many of you would want to get those results sooner than later? How many of you would want it sooner? Right, okay? Now, the third question. There's a dozen people in the room here. There's literally dozens of people watching online, okay? But if out of the dozens of people watching online and the dozen people in this room, if I could take some time and work with just one of you, I'm talking about bringing you in, looking over your shoulder, showing you my exact pathway, showing you everything that I do, helping you with your messaging, helping you with your product, helping you with your offering, helping you with your funnels, basically helping you avoid all the mistakes, okay? Getting you further faster. Out of everybody in the room, if I could only pick one person to work with, how many of you would want to be that one person? Let me see your hands. Okay, so that's called the 3 questions. That's qualifying. So the first question I qualified: how many of you want to start your very own business and sell 10 to 25,000 products? Second one: if I could get you those results, how many of you would want those results sooner than later? And the third one: out of everybody watching, everybody in the room, etc., if I can only work with one person, okay, who would want to be that one person? And so now what I've done is I've had them qualify themselves as I'm a candidate. From that point on, now they're leaning forward. Does that make sense? On your video, you're going to say that. Hey, hi everybody, I'm Chad Thibodeaux. I'm a business coach and launch strategist, okay? And I help speakers, pastors, coaches, consultant authors take their knowledge and take their wisdom and turn it into 6 and 7 figure coaching businesses. In fact, I've been doing this for a long time. I use a proprietary system called the Pointer System, which is basically a 7-step process that takes your idea and turns it into a business in as little as 28 days. Now, does this work? Absolutely it does. See, I've had the privilege of working with over 3,200 people in 54 countries. But in my CAVU program, in the program I want to tell you about, okay, last year, okay, out of the 62 people that have been in our program, we've been able to see nearly 25% of them walk across the stage and get their 2 Comma Club award. That means we've made 15 millionaires in just 2 years. Now listen, I'm not that egotistical to think that I made anything, okay? These people were brilliant people. These people have the goods inside of them. All I did was help unleash it, and they could step into their zone of genius. And that's exactly what I want to do. Let me tell you about Heather. Okay, so Heather was a single mom. Her husband had just died, okay? She was a single mom, not by choice. She was a single mom by default. She was pretty big in a multi-level marketing program called Rodan Fields, but she couldn't take the travel. She couldn't take the wear and tear. Her self-esteem had lowered. She was a little bit depressed, a little bit anxiety, and she wanted to help other women take the word just out of their title. You see, because she found herself often saying, well, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, or I'm just this person. And she wanted to help single moms take the word just out. So she came in, she jumped into CAVU. She came to an event. We were able to help her. We helped elevate her to the next level. She went and she launched the program. And guys, literally 14 days after she launched her first event, she ran a live event that put $100,000 cash into her pocket. Fast forward, at the end of the year, the girl did nearly $2 million in revenue, not with her multi-level marketing company, but she did that with her coaching program. Why? Because we were able to unlock and unleash the greatness inside of her. And see, that's exactly what I want to do with you guys. Let me ask you guys a question, okay? Actually, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and I want you to just think about this just for a little bit. I want to know if you're serious or not. I want to know if you're serious about the next chapter of your life or not. How many of you that are watching this, and I'm just talking with you right now, if you're watching this, if I could show you, back up. if you're watching this, let me ask you a question. How would you like to create your very own coaching business, just like Heather did, just like Cree did, just like John did, and be able to generate 6 or maybe even 7 figures of residual passive income, not for somebody else that you're working for, but for you? How many of you would like to have that kind of results? How many of you would like to start that business? I just want you to proverbially raise your hand. Just play along with me. How many of you would want that? Okay. Let me ask you this. Question number 2. If I could show you how to get the same results we got for a Cree, or we got for a John, or we got for a Heather, or we got for a Jessica, or we got for a Tina, or we got for a Greg, if we could show you that, are you ready to start now? Or do you want to wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 years? I don't know about you, but my life is short. And when I had the opportunity to jump all in and take my life by control, I took it. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing, because I think you will. But let me ask you this. There's literally going to be hundreds of people who watch this exact video. Okay, they've downloaded the PDF just like you did. But let me ask you, out of all the hundreds of people who are going to watch this, out of all the thousands of people that are going to get this via email, if I could only work with one person, I'm talking about showing you every step of the way, walk you through my 7-step pointer system, grab you by the hand, mentor you, coach you, help you avoid the mistakes, help you get further faster, basically sort of help you guarantee the results that you're going to get. If I could only work with one person, would you want to be that person? See, I got a feeling that you are. So what I want to do, now I move here, what I want to do is I want to invite you to check out Thibodeaux Coaching. Now, Thibodeaux Coaching is a live and interactive 12-month coaching program designed to work with working people just like you and help to elevate their greatness and to help them create coaching programs. And then we design systems that help you sell 3 to 5 of these high-ticket programs, somewhere between $15,000 and $25,000 every single month. Now, let me just ask you a question, okay? And I'm going to come in here. You may be I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question. You may be wondering if this is for you, okay? Now, let me tell you who this program is for, okay? So who this program is for, this is for people who believe that they're designed for more. It's for people who believe that they've got goodness and greatness inside of them, that if they could just unlock it and unleash that power, that they can make a difference with people. See, it's for people who want the 3 I's. You know what I'm talking about? Those people who want to create more income, but really they want to create more influence and they want to create more impact. This program is for people who want to be coaches or consultants or strategists or teachers or mentors or implementers. This program is for people who maybe are agency owners who want to be able to lead teams if necessary, but if they just want to do it on their own, well, they can do that as well. But let me tell you who this program is not for. See, this program isn't for the lazy. This program isn't for tire kickers. It's not for people who want to get rich quick. This program isn't for anybody who wants to scam somebody or anything. This program is a legitimate program to help people just like you break away from their 9 to 5 and find the freedom and flexibility you've always desired. So listen, if you have a life-giving message inside of you, if you believe that you're destined for more, if you believe there's greatness inside of you and all you need is someone to just come and just show you the way, well, I want to invite you to be part of our Thibodeaux program. Now listen, you're probably wondering if this is for you or if it's not. So what we do is I offer a complimentary Yellow Brick Road call. And all that does is we just basically show you what the process would look like for your business on how you can break away from your 9 to 5, how you can jump into being a coach. We normally charge somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 for this Yellow Brick Road call. But if you're serious about getting your business to the next level, well, we want to help you. So I want to invite you to click the button below. You're going to schedule an appointment. You're going to schedule an hour of our time, an hour of your time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill out a brief questionnaire, about 6 or 7 questions. And what it's going to do, it's going to allow us to be as prepared as we can for the phone call. And then I'm going to invite you to come and get on that phone call with us and let us just design your Yellow Brick Road. Let us just design your process and your opportunity to go from quitting your 9 to 5 job to making 6 and 7 figures. So if you're ready to go, there's a pathway forward. Just click the button below, jump on there, and you and I are going to build out your Yellow Brick Road together, and I'll see you on the other side. That's an opportunity script. You guys got that? Are you with me? Okay, how many of you think you could do something like that on camera? Okay? Now, the nice thing is you guys, if you're live, you can write that out. We can put it on a teleprompter. We can film it for you, etc. Okay? If you're not here, I still want you to write it out, okay? I still want you to write that out. And this coming Thursday, I want to invite you to a live Q&A call where I'm going to be coaching live, and you're going to be able to bring your opportunity script with you to that call, and I will critique it. I don't care how many's on there. I will critique them and give you input and help you work on that and perfect that. And I don't care if we got to be there till midnight. I will do it with you. It's this Thursday, 9:30 a.m., okay, this Thursday, 9:30 a.m. on the Tribe 100 call. You can reach out to Akila, and she can, actually, it's just going to be on this link, okay, the same link that you used, the bit.ly/Chad's Room. Okay, you can just go on there at 9:30 Pacific time on Thursday, and I will help critique it for you. Any questions about the opportunity script? Do you guys see where it goes? Okay, so your funnel basically looks like this, and then we're going to be done. What time is it? 4:48. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you have lead magnet, to the thank you, to the schedule, to the application, to the call, to the order form. So here's where it goes. Okay, so this is a lead magnet, to the opportunity script, okay, to the schedule, to the application itself, to the call, and to the perfect order form, okay? That's what we have, okay? Does that make sense? So tomorrow morning when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to the perfect order form. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to show you how to create it, because at the end of the day, to make money, this is all you need. Okay, this is all you need. Okay? We got two Comma Club awards with that. That's it. You don't need a full-blown funnel. You don't need all this fancy stuff. You don't need all this crazy stuff. You need a lead magnet, and you need a perfect order form. And if you guys are here on time tomorrow, I'll even give you mine absolutely free. You guys got it? Yes, ma'am.
Carlos has a question.
Yes.
So he's asking from a free PDF, is it okay to pitch a $20,000 offer?
No. We're not recommending that. We're recommending from a free PDF, you get people on a phone call. And then from the phone call, you can pitch a $20,000 offer. Okay? That make sense? Did he hear that? I hope so. No, you can't go, hey, download my little lead magnet, now give me 20 grand. No, you can't. You got to build some value in there. That's why on these calls, now listen to me. Tomorrow you're going to see how to do the call, but these calls can't be like, let me see if we're a good fit for each other. Or gag me. Who cares? Like, that sounds like a bad date to me. Like, nobody wants that, okay? What they want is, give me something that's going to radically change my life. And when you get on that phone call and you do something to really help them, it's much easier to sell, because you can do silly math and all that. Yes, ma'am?
How long do you typically spend on those calls?
An hour.
Oh, an hour.
An hour, yeah. Because I'm trying to get 30 grand out of them, 36 grand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll risk an hour. And if I sell 1 out of 4 and I make 36,000 for 4 hours worth of work, it's a little bit better than what I used to make in my hourly job. A little bit. Yeah, so I'm not a big believer of short, non-value impact calls. You got to help people on those phone calls.
You're diving in on that first call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Finding the pain.
Huh?
Finding the pain.
No, I do my opportunity. Tomorrow I'm going to walk through what we do on the phone call.
That's wasn't my
Okay, but all I do is I go payoff. Okay, like what do you want? Okay, I go silly math so they can see it, and then I pitch them on the product, right? So if I can get them believing that.
But they've already watched this though, right?
Yeah. If I can get them believing in themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah. And then on the application, we ask them a few questions that qualifies them, on that. But you'll see tomorrow when I walk you through that phone call, you'll see exactly how it works, okay? And we'll do that tomorrow. I would do it today, but we're on information overload.
Yes.
Again, I've taught this all day,
Yes.
and I'm overloaded. So you guys got to be as well. Okay, so here's your homework tonight. Your homework tonight is to type out, script your opportunity script. It should be somewhere between 4 and 10 minutes, start to finish. Let's go for it. All right, guys, God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we kick off at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and tomorrow, we're actually going to go into session 4. We were supposed to finish session 4 today, but I'm a little tired, so we're going to go into session 4. Tomorrow, we're going to go right into the phone call. I think in the morning, what I'll do is I'm going to go, I'm going to skip session 4. I'm going to give you session 4 on video. Is that okay? I have session 4. We're just going to give you session 4 on video. We're going to go right into session 5 tomorrow, gaining clients. We're going to do the quick launch, how to get started and get paid in 72 hours. How many of you guys want to get paid in 72 hours? I'm going to show you guys how to do that in the morning. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.